Welcome back to Farm & Hammer, everyone. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to say a big thanks to everyone that went over and checked out the new Instagram account. I hope you guys are enjoying the new stories and posts I'm putting up there. And for those of you that haven't followed that account yet or are interested in following it, I've got a link to it down in the description, or you can just search Farm & Hammer Official. You should find me there. So if you got some free time after this video, go check that out. But in today's video, we've got some really exciting equipment coming in, and before I can get that set up, I need to get all of these calves combined into one big pen. So what we've got going on, I need to put a panel straight across to this post here, and then a panel all the way across to there, and then combine all of these calves in one pen. Because this style of feeder will work if we can get all these calves in one little group. So that's the plan. I'm gonna try to get them resituated and get them used to a bigger pen with their new friends. This unwired. Calves are having a good time. I've got their new pin wired. I still need to add one more wire to the top of this post, but they are locked in for now. And that one over there, he still hasn't gotten up to check out his new pin, but the other ones are doing a little jumping and skipping. Anyway, and then this side of the barn has not been cleaned out yet. I need to get all of that cleaned, because I should have some more calves coming in next week. Hopefully another group this size, or maybe even bigger, not sure yet, but should have another group coming in next week. So I need to get this half of the barn cleaned out, because if we get as many calves as I'm hoping, we're gonna run out of room quick in here. So these guys are really enjoying themselves. All right guys, so what we have here is the new calf feeder. Technically, it's not an automatic calf feeder. This is what you would call an ad-lib feeder. Basically, the calves can drink however much they want, whenever they want. So they always have access to milk. Sure, they might drink a little bit more than they normally would on just a bottle. But after doing some research on these things, the calves should grow a little bit quicker, and you might be able to wean them a little bit earlier than you normally would. So anyway, this is the Heatwave by Pyon. Pyon is actually owned by a different company, but it's still under their brand name. This is the Heatwave. We're gonna get it open. I have already opened it just to make sure everything was there, but I have not tested it out yet. So this is essentially an unboxing of this product, and then we're gonna get it set up and see how the calves like it. So let's get it opened. It comes in this handy little container here. Then we've got our manuals and handbook information. It comes with 4 calf nipples, and it also comes with 4 lamb nipples. They say this one system can feed up to 30 calves at a time, and it can feed up to, I think, 50 lambs at a time. If you're in the sheep business or the bottle calf business, you should be able to raise quite a few bottle babies on this one system. This here is the tube that the milk runs through all the way to the nipples. I'll explain that here in a minute. These little squeeze things here are used for cleaning and getting the initial milk through the lines. I'll talk about them later as well. This thing out. And the last thing that this comes with are these boards here. This is where you connect a nipple. It comes with pre-drilled screws, so all you have to do is put 3 screws in and you've got your nipple attached to this board. It comes with 2 of them, so you can have 4 nipples going at once. You can have separate pins. I'll explain all of that here in a minute. And lastly, they do package these things really well so they don't get damaged in shipping. So now that we've gone over what the Heatwave comes with, let's open up the actual machine itself. Since this company was not started in the US, they do have other plug-in options, but they did send me the one that I can actually use. And to explain how this works, open it up. Here's some other things it comes with. These are so you can screw your nipples onto the boards. Got Got some cleaning tablets, clean the lines, and we've got some additional nipples and tubing there. But essentially how this works, obviously you turn it on, you set the temperature to what you would like it to be on. Obviously younger calves will need a little bit of warmer milk, and then as it's time to wean, you can start turning the milk temperature down to help with the weaning process. But basically you fill this container with water, plug your machine in, turn it on, and the machine will heat the water to the temperature you set it at. You'll attach your lines here, so your milk will come in through the lines, go into this tube, run through your coils that are submerged in hot water, come out the other side, and then a line will take it to the nipple. As the milk is coming through these coils here, by the time it reaches this end, the milk will be warmed up to the temperature that you set it at. So if you have it at 105 degrees or 110 degrees, basically the milk will start here cold, and by the time it makes it to the end here, it will be 110 degrees. So that is the beauty of this machine here. You don't have to feed your calves twice a day. Basically, you fill up a barrel or a bucket, or depending on how many animals you're feeding, you fill up a big container of cold milk. You keep the milk cold, and then it allows the calves to drink all day and still get warm milk. So basically all I have to do with this machine, theoretically, is fill up their milk tub in the mornings, and then they have access to milk all day and night, and then I would of course check on them a couple times a day, but then I wouldn't have to refill their milk until the following morning. That is the goal. Obviously right now it is still kind of summer temperatures out here, so I will have to add a milk preservative, and I'm hoping that is going to work. I may have to look into an agitator of some kind to keep the milk from separating throughout the day. We will address that when we get to it. So there was a common concern I kept reading about in some of the reviews, and that was people wondering about, will calves bloat when put onto this type of system? And from the reviews I read, it didn't seem like anyone had had any issues with it. But I would guess going from 2 or 3 times a day feeding straight into this, I bet you would probably have some bloating or overeating issues. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to feed these guys half of their dinner now. Then I'm going to give them an hour to realize they're not too hungry anymore. Then I'm going to install the new system, just so they already have something in their stomach, they're not as hungry, and hopefully they will quit when they need to quit. So that's the plan now. I'm going to give them partial feeding, give each of them a half a bottle, then give them an hour or 2, and then give them access to the new system. All right, they are all done. For now, this is how it works. So your yellow end with the hand pump, that one goes here. You stick the plastic piece into the hole. I would show you how that works, but I can't pull this out now. So that one is in there. The next thing to do is to get your hose. These here have these white non-return valves. These go on your nipples. These connect to the nipples. This end plugs into the other side of the coil. Supposed to push till you feel it click, and there it is. It's not coming out. So next, like I said, I'm only going to use one nipple, so I don't need one of these. They've already got this Y connector set up for me to use 2. But since I don't need one of them, I'm just going to bend it over where it's pinched, tie this. It says to do this in the direction, so this is right. Just flip this over, tie it where it's pinched, and there's an airlock. And you connect this one to your single nipple. So we've got our board here. That will go on like so. Just got to line up the holes. Alright, there's the back side. There's the front. Now all we need to do is add our nipple. So to install it, you just stick your ring on here, pull it nice and snug, and then you should just be able to screw it on. And there you have your nipple. Now the directions were very clear about this. Do not turn this machine on without water in here. So we're gonna get our water, get this tank filled up. We're gonna shut it off there. And the next step is to plug this sucker in. It does have a really long cord. I was kind of surprised. I had already brought an extension cord over here expecting to have to use it. Going to adjust our dial there. That is Fahrenheit. One thing I do wish is that the numbers were a little more clear on here. But I can always test it and see where we're at. Then we'll turn it on. Showing the hot plate working. Alright, so I've got my milk here. This is why you want to use this end, because it's a metal sinker on there, so your hose will sink to the bottom. Okay, that's in there. We're going to use our hand pump here, see if the milk starts running through the tube. And once we get to that end, I'm going to add the nipple right there. Looks like he's already looking for it. So start pumping here. Got milk coming through. There it goes. We're getting close. Okay. Got the milk stopped right there. It's hard to see on camera, but okay, he didn't get any milk out yet, but he's close. There he goes. He's getting milk. I didn't even have to show him where it was. The nipple is a little bit bigger than what he's used to, so he's trying to get used to that, figure out how to suck on it. Then he's also got to put a little more effort in than the bottle, because he has to pull this milk all the way up. So the little guy running around, he is the smallest, so he is going to have to reach up a little bit more than these bigger calves. Alright, so I'm going to let him continue to figure this out, let him drink some more, and then hopefully he will quit himself, and then I can show another calf how to do it. If he doesn't quit himself, I'll just put another calf on, keep him distracted in the corner till he realizes he's full. But theoretically I could feed 30 of them at a time, get this group weaned off, put another 30 on, and I can have 60 calves raised on this one machine in one season. So really not a bad investment, but like I said, this is not a comprehensive review because I've just started using it. So anyway, just thought I'd make a new video on this new machine I've got here, and if you guys are interested, check the link in the description and you should be able to find some more information there. You guys will be seeing this in a bunch of future videos because this is the main calf feeder I'll be using. So I should be raising all of my calves this season essentially just on this machine if it works out. So yeah, pretty excited. It saves a bunch of work for me. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Once again, if you're interested in the Heatwave that I've got here, just check out the link below. You should be able to see some more information there. And with that being said, I will see y'all next time.